Today's video is dedicated to you. Whether this is the first time you've ever watched one of my videos, whether you subscribed yesterday, whether you always like my videos, whether your name is Dominic and you always comment first, or whether you're Alan or Bob or Nick or any of the people that regularly watch my videos and I see you in the comments, Eric, there's too many that I can't even mention you all, so I'm really sorry. But yeah, today's video is dedicated to all of you guys. Like I say, whether you've watched one video or 100, today's video is all about you. I've worked very hard to get the channel to where it is, but without all your support, things like today cannot happen. So yeah, last season and this season as well, I've been lucky enough to have press passes at League 1 games, League 2 games, Lowland League games as well. The conference down in England at Hartlepool I had a press pass for once as well. But today feels massive for me. Look, I'm at Hamilton Stadium, New Douglas Park, and yeah, I'm part of the press today, which feels huge for me. It's a championship game, the biggest game that I've ever been sort of invited to like this. And not only is it a championship game, but Hamilton last season were in the Premiership as well, and had been for a number of years before their relegation last season, and now they find themselves in the Championship, which is where they play Ayr United today, a team that I've covered before, so I'll leave a link to that video down below. I'll also leave a card to it at the end so you can find it. So yeah, a huge thank you to all you guys for all the support. It really means a lot. I think we should hit 34k subs within like the next few minutes or something, maybe like the next hour or whatever. I'm very, very close right now. So yeah, a massive thank you. It really means the world to me. I'm going to keep the content coming, so if you're not subscribed, please do. And I never ever do this when I come anywhere, but I do have my laptop with me today in the little press box that I'm going to be sitting in today for the game. And I just need to tell you about a charity that one of the directors or board members heads up here. It'll be on screen right now. It is to help the children of addicts, and you can see it on screen right now, and it is it's doing great work. And yeah, the guys here at Hamilton asked me to put it in, so yeah, if you guys can check it out, share it about, have a look, check it out, that'd be really great. I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, inside Hamilton right now, and I got here very, very early to do a bit of a tour of the stadium, which are the shots that you've just seen. There is the little commentary booth over there, which is so funny. You have to walk up like a little kid's sort of play castle sort of thing. There's loads of stuff for the community around there. There's a Johan Cruyff Foundation built pitch. There's loads of stuff, and like I say, yeah, there's like a little play area that you have to walk through to get up to the commentary box up there. The away fans will be sitting in here today. I'm in the stand where the home fans are going to sit. This is where the directors sit. Look, I'm in the press box. We've got plastic on the back, but we do have a bit of padding there, unlike the fans, which will just have plastic. You can see the hierarchy, can't you? Plastic for the fans, plastic back for the press, but a spongy thing for your ass. But then look, the directors get a full-on spongy. Is it spongy? What word am I looking for here? They get a nice plush seat here, the directors, as they can sit out and watch the mighty Accies play. But today there is a few strict rules that I must adhere to. I can't show any of the match when it's on, so I'm going to film as much of the fans as I can. I'm going to talk you through the game, but I hope you've enjoyed a few of the shots sort of like of the stadium and stuff. Like I said, I'm here for a bit of a tour today, pre-game, and really appreciate Hamilton letting me in today. So John, lovely to meet you. You work here for Hamilton. Yeah. But you're a referee's liaison officer, right?
Yes.
Tell me what that job includes, well, what it entails.
Hamilton, believe it or not, and it's actually a fact, they're one of the best for treating match officials in Scotland.
Right.
And quite usually when we're playing in the Premier League, Hibernian and Hamilton were always at the top of the table. Yeah. For the way that we're treated. Hamilton do a great job, and I've got the privilege, because I know the referees now, to go and meet them. And before COVID, they all met up at a designated point, and I'm not going to tell you where.
Yeah.
They had beer and maybe had brunch before the game.
Keep it discreet where they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would go and pick them up roughly an hour and a half to 2 hours before the game started.
Yep.
They would be here, and then they would do their preparations and have their pre-match talks. And before, of course, it was 4 officials dealing with 1 match. Now we're down to 3 because we've no 4th official.
Yeah.
But it is a pleasure, and still is a pleasure, dealing with the referees on match day.
Nice.
And some information for you, that the top man in Scotland, Crawford Allen, who's in charge of all the SFA referees, is going to be spectating this today.
Right.
So I hope the referees are on his top of his game.
Yeah. So would he be coming to different games over the course of the season just to assess certain referees and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, maybe not even to assess them, because I'm not sure if he could do that. But normally at all games, and certainly in the Premier League and the Championship, you've got one or 2 observers from the referee fraternal in the stand here, watching the game, taking notes.
And while I'm sitting here doing some editing, I mean, look at that. I've had no better mobile office than here right now in the Hamilton press box. Living the dream, I really am. But look, as you can see over there, and I will overlay a better shot on screen right now, that is the logo of Fanbase. You're going to see and hear a lot from Fanbase, if you haven't already, through my videos, but also elsewhere, I'm sure, as well. They are doing great work in allowing fans back into stadiums as easily and as best as possible post-COVID. Today is a pilot for Hamilton, and yes, while I've made a lot of videos with Fanbase at clubs like Spartans, Edinburgh City, Kelty Hearts, Stenhouse Muir and Lithgow Rose, the list goes on. Yeah, I've made loads of videos at sort of, in inverted commas, smaller clubs. I don't like to say clubs are small or big or whatever, but you know, they're lower down the divisions or whatever. But today is huge for not just me getting like a press pass here for Hamilton, but also for Fanbase, in that they have signed up Hamilton, and today's a pilot run for their technology to be letting fans back in. And it really helps out the clubs, does Fanbase, because it allows the clubs to know in advance how many stewards they might need, how much catering staff they might need, because they'll know how many fans are going to turn up. Yes, some might come and get cash on gate or whatever, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, if they know how many people are coming through a system like Fanbase where they can gather all the data and stuff like that, it really helps with their match day operations. But yeah, I will leave the links to Fanbase down in the description box below. If you're a fan and you love coming to watch football, then download it, check out what teams are on there, check out what teams are near you. I've been to loads of games of clubs that Fanbase have on their app, and I absolutely love it and can't recommend it highly enough. Yeah, please do download the app, it is tremendous, and it doesn't just help you, the fan, getting back to stadiums, but it also helps the clubs in getting fans back too. Bradley and Kieran, the first fans I've spoken to today. Thought I'd speak to some Hamilton fans first, but we've got a couple of Ayr United fans today. How's the season gone so far for you guys?
Terrible. I would have to agree. No very good. Locking up now that Hopkins away, but it's not much better.
Yeah.
Best of starts,
Results have picked up a little bit in the last couple of weeks, or
2 wins in the bounce.
Yeah, happy days.
1 conceded, wasn't good.
And what were your preconceptions going into the season? Did you think you'd struggle a little bit, or were you optimistic?
We actually thought we'd finish a bit mid-table, but and then coming into the season it was just pre-season we actually done quite well, but and then as the season's kind of went on at the start, and there's no lot too good, man.
And so for today's game then, what players should I be looking out for from Ayr United? Who's going to be there?
Adeloye, definitely.
Adeloye.
Yeah.
He's a fan's favourite.
He's going to smash it, is he?
Hopefully,
And score prediction from both of you then?
3-1 here.
And yourself?
I'm going to have to agree as well.
3-1 goals. Andy, big game today against Ayr United. You both sort of struggled a little bit at the start of the season. What are your sort of preconceptions coming into this game?
Can't say I'm too confident, but yeah, I was quite disappointed last week's performance.
Yeah. Was that at Arbroath last week? Was it 4-0 loss at Arbroath?
Yeah, from what I wasn't there, I was watching on the telly, but
yeah,
looked like a real lack of fighting organisation,
Yeah.
which I find pretty worrying. But
Yeah. Especially if you consider the past 7 or 8 seasons before this one, you were in the Premiership, weren't you? And then to be in the Championship and lose to Arbroath. How do the fans feel about the club sort of in general, like?
I think there's a bit of disquiet, shall we say. I think,
Okay.
I mean, we took quite a lot of money in transfer during the summer and not put a lot back out, and I think we all appreciate never going to spend all the money you get in.
And it's tough times at the moment, I suppose, as well. Yeah.
But I think maybe a little bit more could have been spent. And,
Yeah.
I should point out, though, not to be offensive to Arbroath, they're a really good team.
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
so
A good manager as well, haven't they?
Absolutely, yeah. So, but yeah, look, we'll see.
What do you think the score will be today then?
1 each.
So Lewis, I can see you decked out in all your Hamilton gear today. You must be happy to be back in the stadiums, especially after the last couple of seasons. How's it been being back, first of all?
Just different because after COVID and everything, it's much different because there's a bunch of fans and stuff.
Yeah, must be better now having a bit of atmosphere back and stuff. And obviously Hamilton got relegated during COVID, didn't they, and stuff like that. But in the Championship now, they've had a tough start. But do you think they can still go up this season?
I'm pretty positive they can.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll get a good result today.
Yep. And what do you think the score will be today?
3-2 Accies.
As you can hear, the teams are currently getting announced, and look, the picture's looking good. The sun is out. The Ayr United fans up there are making a load of noise, and there's a load of Hamilton fans to my left and to my right. But yeah, like I said earlier, I can't film any of the game today. They are quite strict on the filming rules at this level in the SPFL, so I won't be able to film any of the game for you. But I'll try and capture the fans if the goal goes in. So yeah, I still hope you enjoy this video. Anyway, it's still should be good. I've seen a lot of the stadium. I hope you can hear me. Remember to hit that like button. Remember to subscribe if you're new. And yeah, there they are, the Ayr fans up there. Great travelling support. Absolutely love to see it.
Please welcome representatives of United and stands Hamilton Accies.
We've kicked off here. Hamilton Accies against Ayr in the Scottish Championship. Pretty big game, and you can hear that is the Ayr United fans making all the noise, the travelling support. God, I'm sat here in the press box looking up at the Ayr United fans, wishing I was in there with them, but I do love sitting here. You get a great view of the pitch, and I've loved having a look around the Accies home today. But as you can hear, the Ayr United fans are really singing loudly. Crossing already, corner. Oh. Hamilton almost scored already, look. All the home fans couldn't be happier with that start. And on the team sheet here today, look, as you can see on the Accies team, there is a little A next to some of the players, which means they are academy graduates here at the club. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the starting 11 of the outfield 10 are academy graduates, so great to see from the Accies. I was at Blackpool the other week, and someone actually commented that you wouldn't hear someone talk about Kelty Hearts in a Blackpool vlog, but Man United were playing the same day as Blackpool, and it was Ronaldo's debut, and instead of checking that, I was checking the Kelty Hearts score, just checking it again. They're 1-0 up away to Albion Rovers, which isn't far from here actually, so so good to see Kelty winning again. Absolutely love them. 2-0 Kelty. I think Nathan Austin's bagged them both. So it is half time, they've been playing music, but as the scores are getting announced, I can tell you that it's half time here. It's currently 0-0. Ben, firstly mate, if you could introduce yourself and let everyone know what you do here at the Hamilton Games.
So my name is Ben Patterson, I'm part of the Only Accies podcast. We do the Accies fan media, match reactions, match previews and all that kind of good stuff. So we got a podcast as well you can listen to on Spotify. Yeah,
perfect. And are you a big Accies fan yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it must be exciting for you to be so involved with the club and have a podcast and come to games and stuff like that.
Listen, I count myself so lucky. Honestly, it's a really, it's been a lot of hard work, but it's class what we're doing. I'm proud of it.
Nice, yeah, you should be. And first half was 0-0 here today. We'll just speak about the game quickly. What did you think of the first half? For me, it seems like both teams struggled a bit this season. They're both happy to take a point maybe today.
I mean, probably. I'd say we've dominated the first half, just not being able to kind of cut that kind of finish. to shoot, but it was the same against Arbroath last week. We lost against Arbroath, where dominating the game's not able to get kind of into it. I think if we're looking for a point today, that's not a good mentality to have. We're second set in bottle. We need wins. This is a team we should be beaten. So hopefully it changes in the second half.
Yeah, nice. And so for the season going forward, then obviously you've had a tough start to the season. Do you think the Accies can pick it back up and maybe even get promoted again to the Premiership?
I think as we stand currently, I would say promotion at the moment's probably pushing it a wee bit. I think I said at the start of the season, playoff places should be our aim at the moment. Just getting into that kind of top 4 or 5, at least getting in the playoffs. I think automatic promotion's no likely at this stage, but playoff places, that's the aim.
Nice. Well, everyone, go and check out this man's podcast. I'll link it all down in the description box below. Oh, and Ayr United have gone ahead. Look at the fans. And yeah, 1-0 to Ayr now, and it was Stephen Bradley with the goal. And I was just saying to Andy, who's sitting next to me here, it was probably destined to be 0-0. And I was bemoaning the fact that every time one of the teams got the ball forward, that the attack kind of petered out when there was space. They didn't really do anything with it. And literally, as I was saying, that Ayr United broke. A couple of little passes, a few, one cross across the box, and then back across the box, and a really simple tap in for Stephen Bradley in the end. And Ayr United are ahead. I don't know if they deserve it. Hamilton have been a better side overall, but I'd say it's been fairly even. But as you can probably hear now, the fans of the Honest Men are having a great time over in that stand, just over there. And the Hamilton fans aren't too happy. Oh, and look at that. Nathan Austin with a hat-trick today. That man is going to fire Celtic to the Prem, I'm telling you, to the Champions League. Oh God, the home fans aren't happy. It's 2-0. Tom Adeloye's had a good game, you know, up front. He has battled quite hard and probably deserves a goal now, to be honest. Got a worry for the Accies a little bit. If Dunfermline have a game in hand to a bottom, the game that I went to that got abandoned, the Wraith Dunfermline game, did really well. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do. It was an absolute cracker of a vlog, even though the game was only 14 minutes long. It was so funny. But yeah, if Dunfermline would have won that game, then right now Hamilton would be bottom of the Championship. Last season they were in the Prem. Tough times at the moment for these Accies fans, and there's a few of them that are leaving already. And it's going to be a happy journey home for all the Ayr United fans. A big congratulations to them. A much needed 3 points for them. Both teams, like I've mentioned a few times in this video already, were struggling coming into today. And yeah, again, as I mentioned, when Ayr's second goal went in, you've got a worry for Hamilton now after that. Went down last season. I think it happened to Partick Thistle in that they dropped down twice in the space of 2 years, but I think Hamilton should probably be good enough like over the course of the season not to go down. I was thinking that maybe they'll turn it around and go up. So look, you never know. The Championship's a really funny league. You've got Arbroath who are up there, up at the top at the moment, near the top anyway, and Inverness and clubs like that. But yeah, who knows where things will level out. But a real strange game. It looked destined to be 0-0 at one point, but fair play to Ayr. They battled really hard and came away with a 2-0 win in the end. A huge thank you to Hamilton Academical Football Club and to Fanbase for sorting out today. Without them, this video wouldn't have happened, and without you guys, none of these videos would happen. And I just want to say a massive thank you again. I know it might not seem a lot to a lot of you to come to a Hamilton Ayr match, but to be at this match as part of the press and to come in and do some filming beforehand and just get to meet all the people that I do and the people that come and say hello to me when they recognise me in the stadiums, just a huge thank you. Honestly, you make my job so good, and just meeting you all and reading all your comments and all the likes and all the views and that, like, thank you so much. Honestly, it means the world, and this video is dedicated to you guys. In that vein, please do remember to hit that like button if you've got this far. I guess you've enjoyed it. Do subscribe as well if you aren't already. It'd be great to see you around here a little bit more often. I'll leave some videos on screen right now. Please do click on one to carry on watching. One of them is the Ayr United video, so yeah, there you go. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.